that's what I want to do today, is bring about a very real awareness, a real aware connection to a connection to something deeper than ourselves, something that is ourselves, but our chain, our link to our history, to those who perished in the Holocaust, and bring that into something that's powerful and meaningful in a way that hopefully will you won't be the same person after you have a strong experience. You never are. And I'm going to just share my personal, I'm going to share a couple of things. And I'm going to tell you a story like I usually do, open up for the intention, which is I don't have any relatives who perished in the Holocaust from either side of my family. My wife does, and many people I know. And so how does a person like me connect? I can connect through movies and imagery and museums, but how do I personally make this personal? And how does anybody, whether you have a direct connection relative or not? And I realized it doesn't actually, it matters, but what matters most is finding your own personal connection. And I'm going to share a story with you. Well, first I'm playing music, Anamakoch, in the background, which is a very Kabbalistic prayer. And I'm going to just raise the volume on it a little bit, and I want to just take a few moments of silence. If you can light your candle now, and I want you to put it in front of you. And this is a form of a meditation that's mentioned in many traditions, but there's also a very strong Jewish tradition about candle being able to go into a deep place by staring at a candle. And I want to integrate that with the words of Anamakoach. And I'll just play the song, and in your head, just repeat the words of the Anamakoach with the song. Not aloud, but just repeat it. And then we'll begin after a few moments of the song. I'll begin, but there'll be some silence here. Just listen to the song. Just gazing at the candle, and try to keep your eyes open without blinking. And even when you have the urge to blink, try to hold your eyes open, even if they're watering, and struggle to stare at the candle and the various parts of the candle, the blue, the aura that surrounds the flame. I want you to just watch and immerse yourself in that. And I'm telling you now because I don't want to disrupt the silence once we get started. So get comfortable and your candle ready, and let's do this. And if you don't have a candle and you can't for some reason, when you close your eyes, you can imagine a candle flickering, Shabbat candles or Hanukkah candles. You can do this without a visual candle. It's more powerful if you do, because the imagination tends to wander. But so I invite you. Let's begin. I'm going to tell you a story that has not been told very often. Maybe only a few times the story has ever been told. This is a story that happened in the past. It's every bit present and future, all at the same time. It brings the past, present, and future into the light of this flame, of this candle, which is now. So real in this moment. The story begins with a young girl in an urban setting, in a townhome with a backyard, a small backyard. In the United States, where you have Jews and non-Jews, churches and synagogues, religious, non-religious Jews, Catholics, Protestants, living in the same neighborhoods. This young girl is not a Jewish girl. Very little background on Jewish people, the history of the Jews, only that her neighbors and the people that she goes to school with. There's no idea of even the Holocaust. There's no idea of this. And one day, this girl is out in the yard playing. She goes out to the corner of the yard and she hears singing. She hears many people singing. She hears the melody of lots of people singing. And she sits down by the fence. She gazes off into the sky. And she looks up. And she falls into a deep state, a trance-like state, listening to the melodies. We can imagine it's something like this. This young girl's life is never the same after that moment. She was hearing the Yom Kippur prayers. Avinu Malkeinu, maybe. We don't know, but perhaps it was Avinu Malkeinu. She was haunted in her sleep for many years after that by grotesque images, horrific images, images that only later she would come to realize were the Holocaust, and very specific scenes and very specific graphic details that haunted her. She eventually learned about the Holocaust and realized something very powerful inside of her on a very special journey, a very special mission. Very special mission. Several years later, she converts to Judaism, becomes very devout, and raises 3 kids. 3 Jewish children. One of those children moves to Israel. And is sitting here today, present with you. Today. This is the past. Present. And the future. And a very holy one. A very holy mission. If you're still looking at the candles, you can look at the screen for a second. And I'm not going to use words because I don't think words do anything. When you take a candle and you transfer the flame, this is what we're doing. We're transferring the flame. This is the past. This is the present. This is the present here. And this is the future over here, another candle. So I'm going to put the present candle down here. This is what we're going to have the past that I'm going to put here on one side. You can't see it in the camera. We have the future. We have 3 candles. But I'm going to focus and gaze on the middle camera, which is the present, and keeping in the peripheral vision the future and the past. And with these 3, these make up a very powerful and holy name of our Eternal One. I'm going to have, if you want to continue to look at the candle, if you want to light your own candles, if you have more than one, you're just looking at the candle in front of you, or you can close your eyes. And we're going to connect to our own awareness, to our own depth of our story, our personal journey, starting from childhood, from when we're born, and everything. And I want you to bring an awareness to all the joyous moments, highlight moments, whether it's weddings, births, birthdays. Take a moment and bring your awareness to those. Take the energy, the feeling of that, and combine that. Accumulate all that. And bring this into your right side of your awareness, on your right side of your field of vision or of your mind. Keep this awareness of the joys, the highlights. And I want you to also conjure up some very powerful moments of tragedy, of death, of loss, things that are very strongly imprinted in you. And those could be grandparents, great-grandparents, memories of those that are deceased. I want you to conjure this up. I'm going to give you some moments of silence. And I want you to bring this to your left field of awareness. And if you're looking at the candle, I want you to bring this to the left side of the candle. Moments of silence here. Silence. I want you to bring these memories of the joy on the right side, of the tragedies on the left side. I want you to merge them together in a candle, bring them together as one. Unify them. I want you to imagine, to fit a light that is merging of past, present, and future, of joys, of sorrows, merging as one. And connect this within your heart, within the realm of your heart. Open this gateway, the light that shines from the candle. Allow it to fill and enter your heart. And through your heart, I want you to picture stepping stones that are linked together by smaller stepping stones, by small stones. And these are a pathway of stones that are leading back and upwards in a spiral, in a channel that go upwards, heavenwards. And allow the light of the candle to illuminate this pathway. Past, present, and future are present now. They are unified. Unification. Light to fill your heart. And if there are tears, let them be felt. Let them come through. If there is trembling, let it be. We are connecting through a very chain beyond ourselves that link us to our ancestors, to our relatives, to our lost ones, and the tragedy that befell us and continues to befall us via the memory. But I also wanted you to remember this is not a pure tragedy. There's the right side and the left side that we're unifying. Let's not put a word or a name to it. Just let it be light, filling our heart. Filling our heart and illuminating the spiral pathway that extends into infinity. Let this be a very powerful silence, starting now. Come back to your breath from moment to moment. Yourself back to your breath. Draw in a deep, powerful breath. Let it fill your lungs, but let it fill your heart with a divine and eternal light. If you have a candle, continue to look at it and picture the Hebrew letter Yod bathed in light. This light radiates powerfully through this channel. It illuminates this channel inwards through our heart into our depth. And say silently in your mind, the letter O put with the Yod, O-D, Yo, U, particularly the U of the Yod, just in your mind. Now as the Yod moves to the right, there's the Hay. It's illuminated and shining. And in your mind, just say, hey, in your mind. Does it really resonate and vibrate and radiate? And the Vav is next. The Yod and the Hay move to the right. The Vav is shining from its crown, its stem, and allow the crown to shine the brightest light, a light that you can hear, that penetrates. You hear the Vav penetrate. Let it open. Yod and the Hay and the Vav move to the right. We bring the Hay and the Hay. There's a magnificence about it. And silently saying to yourself, hey, Now just imagine, if you will, the three letters, the Yud, the Hey, and the Vav, and the Hey, rising above the candle and coming closer and forming a crown over your head. And now there's a channel, a very powerful channel. It's illuminating and connecting us with our past. The souls, they speak to us without words. They're here. They are light. This is presence. This is present now. This is divine. Bring our future. There's only possibilities right now. We don't have to think about what we will do or what might happen. We need to let this moment now, always let the current moment unfold and give birth to the future. This is why the present moment is so holy, because it constantly gives birth. Take this moment of silence to yourself and connect with your own story of your own past and your own ancestors and your own memories. Bring that to present awareness now in this moment of silence. Coming together, join together your candles, the light is illuminating within us. All of us together that are meditating, that are in this moment, present, past, and future, let's combine together and allow the crown that is above our heads. Imagine us in a circle, everybody joining in hands, arms around each shoulder, forming a circle. Our individual crowns give way to a larger crown that surrounds us all. Such a light. There's a greater circle of our ancestors that are embracing us, around us. They're around us, embracing us. Our past generations are embracing us. In our inner circle, our children, as we hold, we look down, protect them. And this chain spirals outwards and outwards. And we're bathed, shrouded by light, and the brightest light shining from the center. The center candle, the center flame, radiates upwards. We merge into one light. One light. Connecting to the infinite. Silence. Coming back to your breath. Breathing in through your nose. Take a deep breath. Drawing this light in. Drawing this very strong light into our lungs. And as we breathe out through our mouth, let it infuse every cell in our body, every muscle, every vein. And on our in-breath, breathe in this light, taking something from the infinite. And on the out-breath, through the mouth, bring it into our cell, into the physical. Let it manifest into our being, into our abilities, into our strength, into our choices, into our present choices that we will make, that will unfold and give birth to the future, into our children's future, into their future, into their future. Connect with this light now, in, through the nose, on the out breath. Stronger and stronger. Gula, gula. You're strong. Breathing in now, chesed. Breathing out, gevurah. Bringing your eyes, if they were closed, bringing them to the candle. On your next breath, I'm going to take a deep breath in, and we're going to extinguish the candle together. We don't need this candle. We brought the light inside of ourselves, and the candle is burning, shining, strong inside of us. We do not need this candle anymore. It served us. It sparked. That was our spark. We no longer need a spark once the flame is lit. We lit our flame within us. It will continue to shine and burn. And it always has, and it always will. Let's blow it on the count of 3. Breathing in. 1, 2, 3. On the inhale, on the exhale, make a whooshing sound of the ocean. Inhale. Welcome back at the end of our meditation. It is, just looked at the time, and it's 8:45 exactly. So hope that you know that this was something that was a very holy experience for me, to be able to channel and bring us together. And I'm not going to say anything more about this. I think that there is no words at this moment. And I encourage you, if you have a few more moments or 15 minutes or even a half hour better, to continue to integrate in silence by yourself. And I'm going to just face the camera. I'm going to face, 1 second. Extinguish the candle. So, silence. Feel this silence once we hang up this call. Very special silence, hopefully, that you can feel. And I would give you my blessings now that I already have for the last 45 minutes.